right, now, well, here we go. I was just reading where Jussie Smollett's been arrested, and pardon me, I'm getting a real quick lunch in while I have the opportunity. I'm going to be on a roll today, so busy day ahead for me. But he's been arrested, so I'm going to talk about what's going on with this particular case, as well as the whole Me Too movement. And additionally to the Covington kids, what's happening with our society. So now, as we know, or some of you know, about 85% of our media personalities, that includes people who are journalists, who are supposed to be objective, are registered Democrats. And I think that this is something that we need to really pay attention to when these stories are coming out. As I stated in a previous video, the fact that so much of the media had jumped on the story and presented it as being fact without having the evidence, without having done the research, without having interviewed Jussie themselves, says a lot about where we are as a country. The fact is that they despise Donald Trump so much that any story that they could have the potential of linking to him, any negative story they have the potential of linking to him, they're going to run with it, and they are running with it. And you see what right now, a lot of them are backpedaling, because basically with this whole story coming out, even though some of them had doubts, they presented the story as being fact, not based on the evidence, but based on their dislike or displeasure of the president. And again, whether you agree with him or not, whether you like him or not, is irrelevant. We can't just jump on top of these stories and present these stories as being fact because you don't like the man, because you don't agree with his policies. That's absurd. Because it fits your narrative, you're going to run with it. So I have a problem with that. And again, because as a society, people are being programmed. I'm not saying that you should support him or you should oppose him. What I'm saying is you need to be aware of what's happening, and you need to pay attention to what's happening. With 85% of the media, commentators, and news personalities being Democrats, registered Democrats, that means that the majority of the stories that you're getting are tilted in a liberal direction. That means they're not objective. Even though they may say that they're objective, they're not. Again, that's why you see a lot of them backpedaling, even though they were presenting the story as being fact. And the other thing is, in this era, we have to be able to question people, to question stories. Should we believe a woman just because she's a woman, or a person that's gay just because they're gay, or someone who's black or Hispanic just because of their nationality, their gender, their ethnicity? That makes absolutely no sense. People lie. Black, white, Hispanic, white, you name it, they lie. Male, female, doesn't matter. People lie. And so you have to be able to question those stories without being attacked as being racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, whatever you want to call it. All these other terms to shame people, to shut them down, to quiet them into agreeing with a particular point of view. We need to be able to question people. And that's important. It's essential in a free society. But with all the propaganda being pumped out, the vast majority of people buy into stories, or buy into the way a topic is presented, because that's all they hear. If I keep telling you the sky is green, the sky is green, the sky is green, the sky is green, and that's all you're hearing everywhere you turn, at some point you start saying, the sky is green. Even though you're looking at the sky and see the sky is clearly blue, you're going to say it's green. And that's what you see happening, is the media is pumping out the same thing. You saw that again with some of the presidential candidates putting out the same exact talking points. The media putting out the same exact talking points. we have to be able to question the validity of stories. Not because we don't agree with the victim or the person who's the alleged victim, but because we want to make sure we're not condemning someone to a life where their life is being destroyed, right? We don't want to condemn people without facts, without truth. Not truths. There's no truths. Either something is true or it's not. Either it's real or it's fake. And if it's not real, then it's fake. If it's not the truth, it's a lie. There is no in between. There are not variations of the truth. Either it's true or not. There are not variations of the facts. Either it's factual or it's fictitious. Okay? So we've got to really pay attention to those things and really take inventory of where we are. And I believe we need to begin to push back against the media and say, present us with the facts. If it's not the facts, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear conjecture. We don't want to hear just what your opinion is. We need to know the facts. And so this is highly damaging to the media who promoted this. And this is also highly damaging to people who are victims of real crime. No matter what you want to call it, crime is crime. And so it's damaging to people who come out and say, hey, I've been attacked, I've been hurt, I've been affected by whatever it may be. It damages them as well. And so it doesn't matter the Me Too movement, Covington situation, the Jussie Smollett situation, the situations going on out in other places. We need to start paying attention. And we need to push back and demand that the media shares the truth and not just conjecture and commentary. Have a great day.